everyone, my name is Mike, and I don't want, nor do I like children. And apparently that's a very awful thing to say in today's society, but it's just, I don't see anything wrong with not wanting kids or not even liking kids. And I'm going to tell you why I have these opinions, but I feel like, in my eyes, I'm being very responsible because I'm not procreating, and I don't want to procreate because of the reasons I'm going to list, that I would be a bad father, and that I wouldn't just be fit for a parent, because there's a lot of bad parents in the world, and if I had a kid, I would be one of them. And I think that it's very responsible of me that I can recognize these and I don't just go procreate and ruin a child's life. So, in my eyes, there's no wrong in what I'm saying. I don't have a child, so it's not like I'm doing any of the things I'm about to discuss. And that just made it sound like I'm about to say I want to like murder children. I'm not. That's not what I'm gonna say. Well, let's start this off. So one of the reasons I don't want to be a parent is because I don't have the emotional capacity to care for a child. So if a child scrapes his knee, starts crying, my response will be, "Why are you crying? Stop. Grow up. It's a scrape on your knee. Stop crying. You're being a little bitch." And obviously, when you're talking to a child, that isn't the appropriate response, because I've been a child before, obviously, and when I used to scrape my knee, it sucked. I'd cry and tears were shed, you know? And I wouldn't be able to handle that. It's like, stop crying. It's not a big deal. It's gonna stop hurting in 5 minutes. Just stop. Why are you crying? It's hard for me to tap back into that childhood mind frame where you're more sensitive and stuff like that. And I just can't do it. Another reason is that babies aren't cute, in my opinion. They don't look adorable at all. I've in my 20 years of living, I have never ever thought a baby looked cute. I think babies and children sometimes do cute things, but I don't like the way they look, specifically babies. And on top of babies, on the piggyback off the baby subject, hearing a baby cry is easily in my top 3 most annoying things I have ever heard in my life. That screech, oh my god, I can't. I just want to rip my ears off so I never have to hear it again. I hate when babies cry, and it makes me hate them even more. And if I was a parent, obviously babies cry and they can't talk, so they cry when they shit themselves, when they're hungry, when stuff's going on like that. And the fact that I can't communicate as a person to this little child would infuriate me. I would sit there yelling at it. Why are you crying? Tell me are you hungry? What do you want? I would go crazy trying to figure out what this baby wants. And then, in addition to them crying, they cry all the time. So I would lose sleep because they're going to cry at 3 a.m. in the morning, and then I'm going to go to sleep, be super tired the next day, and then, 3 a.m. in the morning again. 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, 3 a.m. It's just, once again, they're crying, and you can't get a good night's rest. And I would snap because I love sleeping. I'm someone who, if I'm sleeping, you better not wake me up unless you have a damn good reason, or else I'm going to be super grumpy. And there's very few reasons that you can wake me up and have a good reason, and a baby crying isn't one of them. So I wouldn't be able to do that. And those are kind of like the main reasons, and like there's other reasons that I've told people and they say I'm super selfish, and it's like, well, yeah, that's why I can't be a father. It's because I'm selfish. One of the reasons is that I don't want to spend money on another kid. I work hard for my money, and it's mine. I want to spend it on stuff I want. I don't want to spend it on toys, on candy at the gas station when I fill up my car. I don't want to buy cute little friggin' Spider-Man outfits so they can dress up like their superhero, and like their favorite superhero, that is. I don't want to do that. And a lot of people freak out when I say that. They berate me. Is that a word? Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, they basically like scold me for being selfish. Meanwhile, 5 seconds ago, they were saying, I'm gonna love kids. I need to have a kid. I'm a perfect father and stuff like that. And that's something that bothers me, because I've been told multiple times on different occasions that I would be a great dad. Because I'm funny, I'm nice, I'm caring, and That's okay, that may be true, but that's to you. That's to someone around my age. It's different when it's a child. I wouldn't be like that. In addition to that, those are probably the least important qualities in a parent ever. You can't raise a kid on being nice. You can't raise a kid on being funny. There's way more important things to do when you're a parent. So when they tell me that, I kind of sit there going, what are you talking about? No, I wouldn't. That's not a good enough reason. And I've also been told as an argument that I'll tell someone I don't want to have kids, or that I don't like kids, and they'll say, well, you were a kid once, and to that I say, yes, I was. Thank you for reminding me. I was a child, and I know that when I was a kid, I was a spoiled, annoying brat. I cried over everything. I felt super entitled over everything, and to be honest, I don't know how my parents, how my brother, how anyone older than me freaking handled me, because I was just so obnoxious. And I know that if I have a kid, they're gonna get that DNA, they're gonna get those genes that are just super annoying, and I'm gonna have to deal with that, and that sucks. I don't want that, because my mom has this saying that, well, she has this kind of like belief system, which I don't really know if it's true or not, but she has this belief that the way you treat your parents is the way your kids will treat you. And I don't know if I believe that, I really don't, but I mean, if it is true, holy crap, my kids are, no, her saying is, the way you treat your parents, your children will treat you 10 times, will treat you that way tenfold. So, I didn't treat my parents, well, it's not like I hit them or anything, I was just annoying to them, basically. I was a brat. And if I get tenfold of that, F that. I'm offing myself within the first week. I'm not dealing with that. So, it's really funny to me that saying I don't want children, saying that I don't like children is kind of like taboo in today's society, and I don't understand why. It's not. I don't think everyone needs to have kids. I think a lot of people who do have kids are not fit to have kids because they're dumb, and I don't want to be a bad parent. So I'm not ruling out that one day I may change my mind and I may want kids, but as it stands right now in my life, I have no plans on procreating. I have no plans on liking children. And yeah, they're not for me. I'd be more comfortable living my life at the moment as it stands in this time of my life. I would be far more comfortable living alone or living with my girlfriend with no kids. So that's just my opinion. Share yours if you want. Thank you very much for watching. I love your faces, and I will see you soon. Bye.